करता है कोई भी काम, अपन को ही काम करना पड़ता है। अपन उनके पीछे पड़ेंगे तो ही वो काम करेंगे, नहीं तो नहीं।
जोधपुर की राजनीति तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के इर्द गिर्द ही है।
मैं तो कांग्रेस को देता हूँ, कोई भी आओ भले।
कोई कुछ नहीं है, जनता तो वैसे रो रही है, रोती रहेगी, चाहे सरकार कोई भी हो।
अग्निवीर आने के बाद लोगों के इमोशंस नहीं रहे आर्मी के लिए।
क्यों सोचते हो ऐसा?
4 साल में मैम वही है कि 1 साल ट्रेनिंग में चली जाएगी, 3 साल में
क्या कर लोगे?
क्या कर देंगे।
मोदी जी को कैसा देखते हैं? एक सक्षम नेता मानते हैं या जरूरत हीरो मानते हैं?
हमेशा जी आ रहा है तो उसका दर्शन करने के लिए आए हैं। हमारी भी गरीब आदमी की मदद करो थोड़ी बहुत, हम भी बेरोजगारी है।
ये अपने फायदे के लिए कर रहे हैं, ये चीजें आपके फायदे के लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं।
कांग्रेस नहीं बस नो कांग्रेस नो, निर्दलीय यस, बीजेपी इस बार नो।
The glitter of this election all-consuming, the glare of this election unforgiving. The first phase has voted and so have 12 seats of Rajasthan. It's now over to phase 2. The electoral procession, with all its bells, whistles and contradictions, is rolling, passing through the rest of the 13 states of Rajasthan. And tracking this political carnival, we file our next election dispatch from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. In both the 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha elections, Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat secured victory in Jodhpur for 2 consecutive terms, which marked a significant shift as the BJP successfully penetrated a Congress bastion. In 2024 Lok Sabha elections for the Jodhpur constituency are between the sitting BJP MP, Union Minister, Jal Mantri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, and Sachin Pilot loyalist Karan Singh Uchiyarda, a new contender from the Congress.
एक चीज पे आप चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, आप ये कह रहे हैं कि मैं जोधपुर का बेटा हूं, तो क्या गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत जोधपुर के नहीं है?
नहीं है, सिक्कर के हैं। सिक्कर के पास में गांव है, महरौली, वहां के रहने वाले हैं।
तो क्या उनको चुनाव लड़ने का अधिकार नहीं है?
बिल्कुल है, अधिकार क्यों नहीं? हमने वोट दिया ना, 2 बार MP बनाया ना, कलेजे का टुकड़ा बनाया ना, पानी के मंत्रियों के पानी नहीं पहुंचा पाए, नहर नहीं ला पाए, लोग प्यासे मर रहे हैं, तो इनका वहां ERCP वहां लाए खुद के एरिया में, यहाँ लाते ना, तो इनका प्यार प्रेम नहीं है ना, इसलिए कह रहे हैं। ये तीसरी टाइम हम नकार रहे हैं इनको, 2 टाइम तो हमने प्यार दिया ना इनको।
चलिए, ये उनकी बुद्धिमत्ता की बात है। वैसे मैं इसमें समस्या उनकी नहीं है, ये समस्या कांग्रेस पार्टी के DNA की है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने हमेशा ही देश को इसी तरह से बांटकर अपनी राजनीति को सफल करने का प्रयास किया।
क्या सनातन एक मुद्दा है? क्योंकि वो चीज जो है पिछले काफी समय से उसको लेकर डिस्कशन भी हुआ है।
इतने वादे किए थे, एक भी वादा का होर्डिंग दिख रहा है आपको? सब जगह क्या लगा हुआ है? एक भी होर्डिंग। 2014 का वादा, 2019 का वादे खत्म, अब कह रहे हैं 2024 में 2047 का देश बनाएंगे। अरे 2047 में आप भी 100 साल के हो जाओगे, हम भी 80-90 साल के हो जाएंगे। आप बोलने की पता नहीं स्थिति में रहोगे कि नहीं रहोगे, हम पूछने की स्थिति में रहेंगे कि नहीं रहेंगे। फिर 2047 में कौन मानेगा देश को? कौन देखेगा यार? आज अगर कोई हुए, आपने 10 साल में किया क्या, इसका हिसाब दो ना, और हम आगे 5 साल में क्या करोगे इसका बताओ ना।
अल्टीमेटली मोदी जी के 2014 में देश की राजनीति में पदार्पण के बाद विकास एकमात्र मुद्दा बचा है। अब उसके साथ में जो दूसरे इश्यूज जनरेट होते हैं, और जोधपुर क्योंकि शौर्य और भक्ति दोनों की धरती है, तो वो इश्यूज भी अपने आप में कुछ उभर करके आते हैं। लेकिन मुख्य मुद्दा यही है, भारत विकसित बने, और विकसित भारत बना करके हम उन सभी महामना लोगों को जिन्होंने इस देश को आज़ाद कराने के लिए अपने आप को समर्पित किया, अपना योगदान किया, बलिदान किया, उन सबको श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित कर सकें।
Once represented by former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot thrice from 1991 to 1999, the former CM lost the Jodhpur Lok Sabha seat to Gajendra Shekhawat in 2019, defeated by a margin of 2.74 thousand votes. This time though, for Gajendra Shekhawat, it's a tough road. The main reason, anti-incumbency. People upset that the Jal Mantri or the Water Resource Minister couldn't get water to his own parched constituency.
10 साल होगा जल शक्ति मंत्री गजेंद्र सिंह जी आज भारत का सबसे बड़ा मंत्री बनाया गया। जोधपुर के लिए एक टूटी नहीं लगाई है। इधर जो है ना बालेश्वर क्षेत्र में, शेरगढ़ क्षेत्र में सब लोग अभी नाराज है इनसे, इसलिए नाराज है कि किया कुछ नहीं।
गजेंद्र सिंह ने हमारे जोधपुर के लिए एक आने का काम नहीं किया, जो कि इनके हाथ में इतना बड़ा काम था कि इधर नदी बहा देते थे पानी की, ठीक है ना। और न कभी ये 5 साल में आए नहीं तो हम दर्शन ही नहीं किए इनके। हमारे अशोक जी जितना तो कोई ऐसा कोई नेता न तो हुआ है न होगा।
वोट सर पूरा का पूरा गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत जी को जाएगा। यहाँ पे सर 5 साल के अंदर बहुत विकास हुआ है। और जो सर हमारी राज्य सरकार थी, जो गहलोत सरकार थी, वो सर पूरा का पूरा गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत ने जो काम किया उसको पूरा ढकने का काम किया है।
कौन पसंद है? फूल पसंद है, हाथ पसंद है? फूल पसंद है। आपको हाथ पसंद है, आपको फूल पसंद है। फूल पसंद है।
जमाने जब्त होगी कांग्रेस की, मैं बता रहा हूँ, आप याद कर लेना आपको।
The Lok Sabha election in Rajasthan were meant to be simple for the BJP this time. 2019, the state had given the BJP the highest vote share of the country at 58.37%. 3 months ago, the people had voted the BJP to power in state elections. But this time, there is a sense that this Lok Sabha election in Rajasthan could be different. How different is the question.
How do you see these 25 seats in Rajasthan?
Well, this time for sure there are signs that seats will not be 25-0. The opposition, it doesn't look as of now, it looks very, very difficult. There are 8 to 9 seats where the BJP is facing a contest for the first time. So I fancy chances. I'm not 100% sure if Congress will win all those seats, but allies and partners might win a chance. The opposition is getting a chance, and B, the election is very localized in those pockets. It is not the hyper-nationalistic Narendra Modi versus who election.
This is not a, as per you, this time in Rajasthan, it's not a personality contest.
It's in few pockets I've seen that.
How big is the Modi factor in all of this?
It is quite big. It is quite big. There is nothing that the BJP has on ticket other than the Prime Minister. You've been travelling on the roads. Have you seen any candidate's photograph? Locals don't even realize who the candidate is. It's all Prime Minister. That is what the BJP is banking on. But now people have started questioning the MPs that we don't have an issue with the Prime Minister. Tell us what have you delivered. People don't have that kind of an enthusiasm that we got to vote and there is a big issue around which they are rallying.
In what people are saying. Who does that benefit?
It certainly benefits the opposition at the moment. You know, because when jab chunav uthawa hota hai, then everything goes in a particular wave. Right now there is no wave.
The BJP has been campaigning hard, but after the first phase, the Congress has sensed opportunity. There is a clear attempt to localize this election, while the BJP is building on the Modi factor. Which factor prevails over the other will win the ballot.
Of all things, I'm a big believer of serendipity. Covering the 2019 elections in Rajasthan, I was right here. I've just turned a corner and I had no idea, and I've arrived exactly at the same spot. That's serendipity. 2019, Rajasthan had voted overwhelmingly for the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party, where more than half of the people in Rajasthan voted the BJP. Rajasthan gave the BJP the highest voting percentage in the country of 58.37%. The BJP, from 2014, sweeping the state on 25 seats, from 2019, sweeping the state, is looking for a hat-trick. This time around, on ground, there seems to be a bit of a disaffection. Will it actually translate for support where the opposition is concerned, the Congress? Let's find out. All right. right, let's cut across to the big buzz that's emanating from Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. Well, there's been a fair amount of buzz from Amethi, but we still don't know whether Rahul Gandhi will fight from Amethi. But what we do know, that renovation has begun at Rahul Gandhi's Amethi residence. Congress guest house in Amethi also is getting a bit of a makeover. Is Congress gearing up for Rahul's Amethi contest? What about neighbouring Rai Bareli? Lots of questions coming in then, but those visuals that you see, viewers, were the visuals when Rahul Gandhi represented the seat of Amethi and lost it to Smriti Irani in 2019. So a bit of a touch-up to Rahul's Amethi residence. Will that pave the way for Rahul Gandhi announcing his nomination? Word has it could come as early as the second phase, which is quite a contradiction because it's been rather late in the day if Rahul would want to contest from Amethi. But most political analysts are giving it to strategy that after Wayanad votes on which Rahul is contesting from, after that, Rahul's candidature from the seat of Amethi will be announced. Will Rai Bareli be also announced at the back of that? That's the big question. But what we have been given to understand that Rahul Gandhi's residence been given a touch, a coat of paint. Even the Congress guest house is being spruced up. Now, is this for Rahul Gandhi to come and build base post his Wayanad contest, which is going to take place in the second phase of the 26th of April, this Friday? But fifth phase is when Amethi will go to vote. Fifth phase is when Amethi will go to vote, and Rahul Gandhi will need to file his nominations very quickly if he's waiting after the second phase of polling.
समय समय पर इसकी सफाई, इसमें मरम्मत होती रहती है। साल दो साल से मरम्मत नहीं हुई थी, तो आप समझ सकते हैं इसी कारण, शायद इस मरम्मत के कारण, रंगाई पुताई के कारण स्मृति ईरानी डरी हूँ। बार बार राहुल 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 का जवाब ऐसे कर रहे हैं जैसे शेरवान को सपने में सचिन तेंदुलकर आते थे, आजकल स्मृति ईरानी को राहुल गांधी जी आ रहे हैं। तो ये रूटीन की व्यवस्था है, साफ सफाई होती रही, हम लोग बैठते ही थे, आप सभी से यही बैठ कर मिलते बात करते थे।
All right, so that's the big buzz coming in from Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. Amethi goes into polling in the fifth phase, so does Rai Bareli. And what you see on your television screen, viewers, is Rahul Gandhi's Amethi's residence. You know, just look at it right now. Both these pictures there. Will Rahul Gandhi be making his way from Wayanad to Amethi after his constituency in Wayanad would poll on the 26th of April? Many suggest this is Congress strategy, did not want to confuse the voters in Wayanad, suggesting that he's fighting from two seats. And after Wayanad goes to vote, which is in the second phase, then it will be announced that Rahul Gandhi is contesting from Amethi. Maushmi, my colleague who's been tracking all the developments, is joining me live for more. Maushmi, what are you hearing? Coat of paint for Rahul Gandhi's residence in Amethi. Will Rahul Gandhi soon be there filing his nomination? What about Rai Bareli?
Right, we've been hearing that there are preparations that are happening in Amethi. The buzz is around that Rahul Gandhi would come after the 26th when the polling has happened in Wayanad, and perhaps even the Rai Bareli team, Preeti, is gearing up for the arrival of its candidate. Clearly that there has been no preparation as far as any other candidate is concerned, and considering the logic that if you had to field somebody else, you'd ideally give that person some more time, would have declared the name along with the other candidates of UP, but you didn't do that. So is it Priyanka Gandhi Vadra who's going to come in Rai Bareli? She hasn't said a no till now. Several questions have been asked from Rahul Gandhi as well, and Rahul Gandhi is also not denied that he's not going to contest from Amethi. So the Congress still holding its cards very close to its heart, but clearly, the painting on the wall, the writing on the wall clearly indicates that Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are going to go.
But, Maushmi, before I go into a quick break, so, one thing we're seeming to understand that in all probability, Rahul Gandhi is going to get back to his residence and file his nomination post-Wayanad polling. What about Priyanka Gandhi? What's the news or the buzz internally within the Congress where the Rai Bareli seat comes into question? Are we going to see both the siblings contest?
See, there are several potential candidates, and you heard one Deepak Singh, who's a senior leader in Amethi. He was speaking. He could have been a candidate from Amethi. KL Sharma could have been a candidate from Raebareli, but that buzz is not there at all. There is no buzz about any alternative. So clearly, when Rahul Gandhi goes back and he lives in 10 Janpat with Sonia Gandhi now, having lost his house after he's lost that membership of the parliament and haven't got one. So clearly, there is no buzz of an alternative candidate, and clear indication that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are going to take the plunge.
All right, they're going to take the plunge. Will it be Amethi Raebareli? Well, for political journalists like Maushmi and I, it's going to be one juicy contest, at least optics-wise. Thank you, Maushmi, for joining us with the very latest. What I am going to do is get into a quick break, and on the other side, we're going to shift focus, viewers, on the statistics that have come in for the first phase of polling. A lot of you must be wondering, because you've heard a lot of banter, especially on social media, some of the articles in print suggesting, what does it mean? We're going to decodify the low voting turnout in the first phase of elections. The Election Commission is giving it to a massive heat wave, and believe me, for those of us on ground, it is very hot. But is there a political meaning to it? We're going to get some of the top psephologists of the country to come together and decode that.